Simple questions.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The thing is this, why? Yomi has written petition to Panti, and he submitted a 3 seconds video with them. All right. So were you able to confirm whether they received any 3 seconds video?
At command, there was no video involvement. At zone 2, they had 3 seconds video at zone 2, and they were disgusted that this video contained nothing. Okay. According to zone 2.
No, African TV. What we expect here is this, right? Please let us. The theitguy, can you hear me? The theitguy. Please unmute the theitguy. How are you? Welcome.
Good morning, Paparaino. Good morning, African television. Let me say something very quick. Yes. Let me say something very quick. You see, what you kicked off, you don't even have to finish it. And that is the issue I have with Yomi. And I think that you probably do yourself a favor by not going down the same route. You see, the idea of bringing narrative to this black app and coming to kind of engage with us by giving us an indication there's a conversation between you and the authorities should not hold water, and I don't think anyone should allow you to even finish what you're saying, because it's not in your best interest to use them say to start another fight. Exactly. Now, African television, if you have gone to the police station, as I may have gone, and anyone may have gone, and I remember we had a conversation on, I think, Kunle's platform or which platform, and someone said if it was Olu something, said it was going to go and confirm. You see, you cannot keep going to the police station to want to go and catch someone out. I think what we need is a little bit of patience. A little bit of patience in the sense that when the time is appropriate, the police will address the nation, they will address the case, they will engage with the inquest as appropriate. Now, what we should be doing is to be prepping ourselves to other key areas, other stones that have not been turned. Now, you've done something with this process with Aries and the rest of them, Supreme Iron Lady and maybe Chairman, maybe Crunch Queen. It has actually gone wrong. The whole lot of you have ended up with egg on your face, and yet you want to go down this route. Look, the question is if our African television has done anything wrong. African television has done everything wrong in all ramifications. And as much as I love him as a brother, I love him as a brother. Right? Supreme Iron Lady, in collaboration with you, the whole lot of you have done the gravest and the most heinous kind of wrong that you can do against someone who is minding his business, doing his own thing. I think the direction at the time should have been stones that have not been turned, but not to be one that we are still dissecting already and attempting to derail the good work that someone has put into the process. Let's give Yomi time. Let's give Yomi the opportunity, and let's Yomi and the authorities get up to a point where they can prove beyond reasonable doubt that a 3-second video amounts to nothing.
That is the theitguy.
Right? Now, when we get to that point, you see, the thing is, I don't have anything against Yomi as a personality and as a person, and I keep saying it. It is just the way he goes about doing his own thing. And you are about to put on similar regalia now, to now become another merchant that is now selling the same narrative to us. I spoke to someone in Panti. Look, if you speak to someone in Panti, I don't think it's reasonable for you to divulge that information between you and someone in confidence and bringing it here And there is no two ways about what has changed about African television since yesterday, last month, and last week. Nothing has changed. Now, you haven't done anything so far that Yomi has an issue with. You haven't done anything that is retaliatory. So it seems as if Yomi is retaliating. Yomi hasn't done anything to discredit you. So, look, there are things that we say, and the reason why we say it is because we are different, and we will say it differently, and we will say it our own way. Not many of us have come to this cause for justice to come and make names for ourselves, one, to come and become foundation, and to come and become NGO. And I will encourage people to support anybody they want to support, be it financially, be it doing work in the background, whether it's underground or not. But don't tread on other people's toes by trying to malign them, and derail the work they are doing already. And I've said it before, African television, you need to be original. Try and be original. Supreme Iron Lady, Crunch Queen, Chairman, I know you guys mean well. My message to you guys is to try and be original. If Yomi is done something, put something in place already. If you want to criticize him, criticize him. But don't go and dismantle the work he's doing with the view to do what? What were you guys trying to do when we get up to find out that your letter heading, whether you and Aries agree or disagreed, and you guys have done wrong against each other or not, someone is taking something somewhere by yourself to submit a petition. They submitted subsequent petitions, whether they are related or not. What exactly are you guys trying to achieve? I will say to Yomi, he talks too much. But at least, little by little, is proving people wrong.
This is on a course.
Is proving people wrong. And he's on his own course doing his own thing.
The Atiga, I'm suspecting Yomi have paid you. The Atiga, I'm suspecting Yomi. You are working for Yomi.
It's good. I mean, I'm not only working for Yomi, I'm working for Wumi. I'm working for Wumi and Temi. Even Temi.
I'm working for Yomi family.
I'm working for what's that guy? King White. Even King White.
You see,
you know. So, but you see, the thing is, look. Let's call it. Let's take the joke out. Let's take the joke out. Let's take the joke out. I will criticize African TV. Let me just round it up. Let me just round this up now. I will criticize Yomi if I have to. It doesn't mean I have something against him, but I have issues about the way he goes about doing his own thing. So let's bury that. I am not changing my mind about anything, but if he still carries on with his narrative and he still behaves the way he behaves and is not changing his conduct, and I find anything that doesn't go well with me, I will still criticize him. Thank you.
I see. Now let me pick it up from there. Let me pick it up from what you just said. The fact that you will criticize Yomi or anybody is actually the position that African TV is standing on. Unfortunately, if you criticize APC party, loyalists to the president and to the APC, they will think that you hate them, because they have vowed to be loyalists. The fact that you criticize the party does not mean you hate the president. It does not mean you want to do him harm. And that is my position. My position in asking questions of what Yomi is doing. You know, you said something, the way he's doing things. And I think we share the same opinion there. The way Yomi has done things, to some of us in the hierarchy of life, everybody's not on the same level in education, exposure, and intelligence. We're not on the same level, even if we're of the same age. I have people of my age that I left in the village when I went to high school or university, and they never traveled abroad, and they've never seen things that I have seen. So when I'm talking, we cannot be on the same intellectual level. And that's what's happening on the Black app. You are in Malaysia, you are in Kenya, you are in Nairobi, and you are in Ijebu-Ode or Ibadan. And I have seen the world. I have seen the world. I've employed Oyinbo. Oyinbo don't call me sir. So many, not one, hundreds. So when I'm speaking, my level and your level will not be the same. So when I ask questions of your Miss method, you may think I hate him. I don't hate the nigger. Got no problems with the nigger, but I have problems with the integrity of justice for mohbad. The integrity of this.
Don't call him nigger. Go on.
My brother, okay, fine. But it's a slang. You don't pick on little things, man. Don't pick on little things. Don't pick on little things.
You are a corporate, is a corporate. Don't call him nigger, please.
Yeah, sir. Look, I talk the way I want to talk. I'm a brother. I'm a man. I'm not insulting him. A nigger doesn't mean an insult.
Use the most understand. We are just trying to be careful.
Again, this is what we're talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. In America, as much as black people have been bastardized as nigger, their ancestors were degraded as niggers. The same black people that were called niggers as slaves, today they see each other on the street in their songs. Hey, what's up, nigger? How you doing, nigger?
Ignorant. They are ignorant. Some of them, not all of them, does it. And please don't.
Sir, they are not. They are not. They have.
Let's not use that.
Is it appropriate to be using that way? Is that what you're saying?
I don't want to change the topic.
Don't
I don't want to change the topic. Paparino, let's stay focused. Let's stay focused.
Just go on.
So the point here is, I don't have a problem with Yomi, but now there's a problem coming up. Yomi's entourage have instigated him to file a petition on a man who's asking questions. As a foundation for justice that I am, as a member of the global community and a Nigerian, you're telling me if Yomi goes to the border, I'm not supposed to ask Yomi, under what authority are you doing this? If Yomi comes up and say AIG has issued a warrant, you're telling me I should not ask the question, and the next thing is you want to attack my foundation. The Yomi Foundation that is being used to attack my foundation has been inactive for over several years. For several years, inactive.
Inactive and you're using that registered, right?
Sir, what did you say?
Inactive versus unregistered.
That's the case now. Right. That's where the case is going to end up.
It's dramatic.
Now there we go end up now. You're using a foundation that is annoyed by the CAC to fight a foundation that is trying to come up.
I see.
So the point here is
an existing one.
You say what?
No, go on.
So the point here is you're trying to shut me up from asking questions. People have asked me questions from Coco to 7030 to all kind of questions here. Do you see me sue any of them? Do you see me petition any of them? But people are pushing this man to challenge me from asking questions. And you know what? Like you said, Paparino is good. Let the petition come and the law will judge. This is not the first time I'm being sued on justice for mohbad. Glory to God, I won the first one. Now, have I gone to collect money, even the 50,000 compensation? Did you see me petitioning the Baba Mohbad to give me the 50,000?
No.
The answer is no.
Yeah.
On top of the 50,000, I have a legal right to file for damages. Have I done it? The answer is no. But all you blockheads, you come tomorrow and say, I'm in this movement for money. If I'm in this movement for money, I spent 4 million to lawyer to collect 15,000 naira in court fees. Now, if I file for damages, I would have to file for my 4 million plus other inconveniences. People are sending me letters, send us our t-shirt, return our t-shirt. I would have to add all that. But you see me, but I'm not doing that. And you still have the audacity to say African TV is here for money. When una go learn? If I'm here for money,
Paparino, please. After this, I want to ask a question, please, Paparino, please.
To African TV also.
I'm trying to clear the air.
Question to whom?
Paparino.
To African TV.
You
You
can
will
ask
ask your
him.
question.
You can answer your question. Ask him. Is there?
Okay.
Yeah, he will ask. Let me land. Let me land on this subject.
Okay.
For those who feel that I'm here for money, I have opportunity to collect. I have opportunity to clean house. Number one, 50,000 is legal, binding by the court. You never hear me say I don't write Baba Mohbad letter say where my 50,000. I have a right to say Baba Mohbad for stopping the tribute. People are sending me letters from Sierra Leone that wanted to come for the event. As of yesterday, when I was dealing with potentially being detained, somebody had the audacity to be sending me. They were listening to your live and they were writing me the t-shirt that we paid for. Can you send me the t-shirt? I was laughing. I'm like, is this person normal?
Who was listening?
No, somebody that was on your platform, because when I left the police station, I was listening underground. I know they were on your platform. The same person was at the same time sending me, those were the people who ordered t-shirts. And you're sending me a letter, email, say, can you give my t-shirt to so person? Where's my t-shirt? I'm like, is this what's priority right now? My enemy could have been detained. And you know it. You're listening, you're on the platform. And what is important to you is to be telling me, send your t-shirt. Your t-shirt, we done this in September of last year. I'm like, I left all the projects when Baba Mohbad filed the motion. I told the printer, keep everything, wait. We will use it on a later date after we win. But just to show you the mindset of people that are being motivated by some people who are using them. Some people are using people in this platform to attack African TV. And you wait and they use, you don't even have enough.
In this platform or in this app?
On Justice for Mohbad by Paparaino. The person I know was on your platform. The time they were sending me the message, I know they were on your platform. And I'm on my way back, traversing back to
Can I ask the question now? AFTV, so you can answer it together. Can I ask the question now?
Go with your question. Go with your question, because Paparaino don't make me forget.
All right, AFTV. Let us not be biased. Paparaino, everyone, I want you to listen to this question. According to your what you put up there, inactive versus unregistered. Let's break it down now before we even get to the court of law. Now, there is an NGO that is it's already registered, but it's not active. Yes, fine. And there's someone that proposed to register an NGO, and it's unregistered, and yet because according to what we saw yesterday, and in fact not even only yesterday, and according to what the paper head we saw, the Larry or no the foundation.
Just call it Love Foundation. Call it the Love JR to make it easy. Love JR.
All right. You have been writing letters with the that letterhead, and even there evidence is that it was received and it was actually acted on. Do you not think that is illegal to do? Do you not think? That's my first question.
So is that your question? Let's do it one at a time. So that
let's do it one at a time. One at a time. Okay. First question. Yes.
Let's do one at a time. Thank you for that brilliant question. First, I'm going to ask everybody that is listening. When did VDM register his foundation? If you know, you know. If you don't, then don't speak. VDM has been helping people solving cases before he actually got a registration. Paparaino is here helping people, solving problem, advocating for justice, and he's not even known. His address, his contact is not even known. So registration has its benefits. A man seeing somebody being beaten on the street and fighting for that man, is the man going to say, oh, because I'm not registered by CAC, I cannot defend this man? That's the question for all of you. All of you who have been deluded with, he's not registered. Put that in one side of your mind. If you see a man being killed or being cheated, are you going to run and say, oh, I want a CAC to fight for this man before you defend the man? That's the first question. And my case point example, VDM got registered after we have cried foundation on this justice for Mohbad. When VDM came up and announced his registration, silently I was like, boy, maybe you motivated him, you don't even know. Because VDM has been going on, helping people, solving problems. And I think when we made foundation an issue.
Point of correction.
No, sir, don't interrupt me. I will stop when I'm done. So you're talking about registration as if I've committed a crime by fighting for Mohbad without a certificate. Paparaino is fighting for Mohbad. Where is his certificate? Everybody is fighting for Mohbad. Where's their certificate? But because you're evil-minded, you want to score a point against African TV.
It is a crime. It is a crime to fight.
Can I finish? Can I? You see, you are unregistered. You will have your time. You will have your time.
It is a crime. It is a crime.
You can prove your point. You can prove your point.
You can prove your point. Mute this guy. Wait. Let me make something clear. Beta. Wait. Before you continue, Beta, what is a crime? Beta, what is a crime?
Claiming to have a registered company, and we found out that he's unregistered. The company does not even exist. That's a fraud.
Who claimed to have a registered? Wait. Who claimed to have a registered company?
African TV.
Wait. Do you have any evidence?
We had him even confirm it.
Wait.
Paparano, please. Let this guy have his time after I'm done. Please. Let's do this orderly.
Just let me comment.
Orderly.
I know. I'm just trying to get to him, to his question.
No, he will get his time now. You will give him his time. Paparano, give him his time. Don't do this. You're cutting my reply by allowing interference.
Go on.
Okay. So this is the point. Like I said, reference to people like VDM and everybody that has been. If I have committed a crime, that means everybody that is fighting for justice for Mohbad has committed a crime, because none of you is registered by CAC. And especially those of you who have collected money. Now, the case in point, the person that is bringing a petition against me that you have convinced that I have committed a crime, his own foundation has been annulled, inactive since 2018. You know what I don't do? The box where we don't want open, we go open now. Oga has collected money on an inactive foundation. Oga has been lobbying on an inactive foundation. You go come show me the crime of AFTV that I'm fighting on an approved name to help Mohbad, to help Nigeria. But you have somebody who is cancelled, made inactive, who is bringing a petition against me. I can tell you for free, that's going to be part of my counter petition. So if you say I've committed a crime, no, sir, don't interrupt me. I know what you're trying to say.
You don't know.
Interrupt.
You don't know what I'm trying to say. Don't tell me you know what I'm trying to say.
May I continue now? May I continue?
Wait. Can you let African TV land? Just let him land.
Another person's integrity. This is bad.
Let African TV land.
So, a crime is committed if you do something to hurt somebody to benefit yourself. African TV has never come online anywhere to say, give me money. Recently, we discovered some people have gone collecting money behind me, and they tried to rope me to open an account so they can say that I collected money. And glory to God, I saw that coming and I dropped the relationship stake. So you coming to social media to persecute?
That has the name African Television. Do you have any account with the name? You know, I can have an account right now, John Kunle, that is my name, but operating under Paparaino. And I can have an account under the name of Paparaino. So do you have any account under the name African Television?
I have accounts overseas, not in Nigeria.
But not African Television, right?
I have African television overseas, not in Nigeria. African television is registered in Belgium.
As what?
Just as a foundation.
No, that foundation also has Adawa Zobia TV, whatever, that is registered as a company in the UK.
Yes.
So she has that, and then she also have the company one. So is it the company or just the foundation?
Paparaino.
Just for business? Because I know what I'm asking. Because
no, Paparaino. Let me tell you this.
Let's look at it this way. Let's look at it this way. If you have any account, African Television, okay, let's say you have an African Television right now, name African Television, with let's say any account in the Zenith Bank with name maybe Larry Omodia, okay. So as long as the bank account is in the name of Larry Omodia, and you use that to collect money on the African Television, that is not an issue. But now, in the first place, African Television Foundation, if African Television Foundation is not registered in the CAC, there is no how you can have a bank account in African Television Foundation. So as long as there is no bank in Nigeria that can say that we have issued out an account in fact, it is a crime for them to issue out an account.
Paparaino, no go dey open our legal defense. I beg, leave this matter.
Just wait. Okay, because I just read all the requirement for you to even open an account in any existing foundation. You have to bring the certificate first. Okay.
You want to expose these people to the mistake they are making. Leave them.
It's okay, which I read here. And I think people are overstretching when they don't even understand.
Paparaino, let me engage him because he's thinking something else. Let me just engage him.
No. So put your question. Just put your question to me. Put your question to me. I don't want to take time. I want to move over this and get to some certain things. Just put your question.
Now, I put it.
I'm trying to resolve some things here.
I put it straight to aftv. Without being biased.
Wait, please.
Yes. The question is as simple as yes. Let me just say it as it is. You see, there is a difference between something unregistered and something inactive. There is a lot of difference in it, and I'll break it down in just 1 minute, so I won't take anybody's time. You see, for instance, now you have like for instance NGO like Break the Silence Foundation. He's saying it's inactive presently, but there have been times, there have been times that this had been active. So what tells you that by tomorrow, if you check on the status again, it won't be active again? It can happen. You can even check in it on it in the next 1 hour.
We're not having any issue with that now. We don't have any issue with that.
Hold on, Papa. No. You see, let me just break it down. In the next 1 hour, you might check it and you find it active.
Can you pause and let me respond to you?
It is different. Hold on. Wait now. Let me just break it down.
Continue.
Let's wait. Let's see.
Now,
go on.
It is different from checking something unregistered in the next 1 hour and see it's registered. Yes.
So when it was not active,
it's like subscription. It's like subscription.
Yeah, let's say wait. Let me say, for example, now African Television Foundation was not registered. Okay.
Unregistered.
Wait now. Was not registered. Just I'm giving an example. Okay. Let's say African Foundation was not registered. Okay, and he used it to collect money. By the time you wanted to go and sue him, he had already got it registered. Does that change anything? Does that change the crime? When was the crime committed? When it was not registered, right?
This see,
Can you answer my question?
The
what
crime
changes
was
that?
committed when it
What
was
changes
not
that is very
registered.
simple. He has
Relax. Prince Labi, on mute. Let me talk to somebody else who can understand. Prince Labi, go on. Oh yeah. What's your issue with
The
African
crime
television?
was committed when it wasn't registered.
Simple. Now you go on, Prince Labi. What is your question? Now, Prince Labi, do you have any evidence that African Television Foundation has been collecting money or whatever? Is that your discussion?
We were together yesterday at Zone 2. And
Yeah.
there is something the policeman tells African TV. He even asks his lawyer. He said, as a lawyer to African TV, if you have not called to bar, can you practice? If you do not go to law school, can you practice as a lawyer? The lawyer said no. Okay, now they said Larry Omandia Foundation has not been registered, and you can't use the policeman said it categorically. He said you can't use this name to operate under any form in this country.
Prince Labi, but the policeman was wrong, right? You know that he was wrong.
You know that.
Papi, no go there.
No. We have to
go there educate these people.
We have to use the Nigerian law too. You know.
Oh God, Papi.
I'm just asking you.
Don't make me regret.
Wait now.
Why can't we talk now? Should you have been talking?
Yeah, Prince Labi, from your own knowledge, okay, of how foundations work, you know, how group societies, clubs, how these, you know, organizations operate. Do you think Section 40 of the Nigerian Constitution says anybody or group has the right to association?
Yes.
Okay. I can have a Paparaino TV association, a Paparaino TV foundation. All foundation must not be registered under the CAC to operate. True or false?
All foundation must not be what?
All foundation must not be registered under the CAC to function. True or false?
False, because if you do not register it, there is no how you can open an account on that foundation. I have a group.
Do you know? Wait. Do you know that there are alternative bank accounts you can open with an unregistered foundation in Nigeria?
Alternative bank account?
Have you heard of community bank account?
I've not heard of community bank account. So
maybe we should go into that. Yeah, maybe we should go into that lecture.
Hold on. Let me just.
This man was wrong.
Sorry, Paparaino. In other countries, it's called a cooperative account.
Exactly.
In other countries. So let me give you this very briefly. Very briefly. I live in England, and some times ago, I was involved in some charity work. Right. I registered a charity organization. And I went to my bank with a constitution of the organization indicating who the president is, the secretary, and the man that manages the money. And I was able to open a charity account. And I was able to use that account to reach out to funding bodies within the UK. And I got funds. And I did series of projects successfully. If I was going to be registered, then I would have taken my stance to a different level, and I would have actually done bigger projects, and I would have requested bigger money. But it then means maybe that is what I want to focus on. Then I will be running a charity. So the bottom line at the end of the day that we need to understand in any country, you can set something cooperative. Same thing goes with when people are advocating on behalf of widows in some territories and all that kind of stuff. You can open a cooperative account and you can do your business the way you want to. The only problem is if you fall foul of the law and you operate outside the regulation, and someone takes you anywhere near the authorities, the police, then it will be a different defense. But as people have said what they want to say, and I'm sorry to interject at this point, because there is one salient aspect of what happened yesterday. I was on a platform. They are screening screen playing from a screen record or probably live streaming of Yomi said something about a letter or a petition that was written, and the tone in which African television put the petition out, and the claim that his foundation is registered.
God bless you. That's what I
Now
wanted
that
to say.
one television, do you think you've done something wrong there? Can that be classed as misrepresentation, that you claimed that the company or whatever is registered with CAC, your foundation is registered?
Coding.
And when you use that tone, what exactly are you